Beautiful weather again now, 25 degrees, sunny, no sign of the rain that we were expecting. We might get away with it for the whole day. How good is that? More twisty signs, that's excellent. Looks like a Monet painting, doesn't it? Now, if I remember correctly, we pretty much follow this river all the way to Bouillon now on this sort of river road. So I don't know, I always find riding down by water particularly nice. Reminds me a little bit of riding in Norway, where we went down to some water's edges like this, albeit it wasn't quite as warm. Oh, what a cracking spot. It's a belter. All of that in-flower weed there. I've never seen anything like that. It's almost like a foam on the water. Right, we've just stopped in this little town and there's some traffic lights here, and I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it's a red light and it's counting down. I appreciate the countdown, but we've got 1 minute and 27 to go. That is a long wait, isn't it? That's it, be a cyclist, then you can just avoid all traffic signals. Nice one. I lied, it wasn't 1 minute and 45 seconds, it was 145. Look, it's now counting down from 90. We've still got 1 minute and a half to go. Let's hope it stays green long enough for us to get past. Right, 5 seconds now. Let's see how long this is. Don't cross now, mate, please don't cross. And now he's crossing, look, as it's gone to 0. Absolutely brilliant. Unbelievable. Right, I'm hoping now that this is going to be the longest set of traffic lights ever to make it worth that 199 second wait, whatever we did. And I know you're going to want to know, so I wouldn't normally record a bit like this, but let's see how long that was. And there are the other traffic lights just there, look. It was about 200 yards. Unbelievable. I won't be complaining about British roadworks again. They were particularly naff. Looking behind me at the red light, they've only got 30 seconds to go. What is going on? Oh, I'm in a whingy mood today. I'm not actually, it's just upset me, those lights. Okay, let's get to some more riverside riding. That'll make our mood better. Check that out. Gorgeous. So we are fully motion lotioned up now, full tank. Check out what the temperature is saying now. 36 degrees indicated, and it is feeling pretty flipping warm again. But the sky, oh, fingers crossed, no signs of those storm clouds. Right, come on here, we need to get some airflow going, mate. Here he comes. He is the senior member of the team. We can't be too hasty. How do I know so many people who are 60 years old now? This is just incredible. Nice lights on that bike, check those out.
Careful, my feet just gone on all of, I don't know whether yours are, it's all slipping.
Oh no, yeah. Bad news. Right, lead on. We're off. I just got through there in the nick of time. Come on, Helen, move. Haven't got long, they were changing. Doesn't look like there's much traffic at the other. In fact, where are the other traffic lights? What is that about? I shall stop trying to understand foreign traffic control systems. They are foreign to me. Right, what's the old sat-nav telling us? 19 miles to go, 33 minutes to Bouillon. And our next stop, which I'm thinking might be coffee now, actually. Coffee and cake if we're at home. Has to be cafe and gâteau here. Well, this is very nice. I don't think on this trip I've done a look at that, but this almost warrants one, I think. If you like forests and rivers, this is your place. Look at that. Who knew there was such good riding? A mere day, well, a day's-ish riding away from England, depending on where you start, of course. And it is quite a long day's riding, but it's here if you want it. Gorgeous. And look, we're back into Belgique. Hey, Belgium. Yet another country. Well, okay, we've done this one already, but that's by my reckoning, we've done 4 countries in 2 days so far. Belgium, France, UK, England. What am I missing? That's it, 3 countries then. Oh well, we'll be doing Luxembourg by the end of the day, all being well. Oh, I'm being told to come by. Fun little overtake there. Variety of trees here is quite something. I'm liking it. Ooh, another bridge to get excited about. Anything come in? We're good. Nice, huh? Look at this spot. Absolutely gorgeous. Nice little cafe, pizza place. Little bar there selling cold beers. Yeah, nothing to not like here, is there? What a cool place. Oh, look at those beers. Might be supping one of those a bit later. Well, I'm no mite about it, I will be. We're going, interesting. Appear to be in a car park. Okay, I think we're turning around. Oh, this is where the old weight shows itself. Got away with it. So easy to ride on the left by mistake. Particularly when you go wrong. That seems to be when you do it and you're thinking about your routing. That's when logic goes out and you start riding on the wrong side of the road. Just waiting for Helen, who's doing a U-turn, I expect. Look at this little place here, absolutely stunning. Is that Bougainvillea up there? Nice. Wisteria, I'm told, by my horticultural advisor. So we're in a bit of a climb now, but there's some blessed relief with this shade, and it instantly gets cooler when you go through the shade, which is lovely. Oh, bliss, in fact. It's like jumping into a swimming pool almost. You might be able to hear some noise in the background. That's Mrs. Flyer on the intercom, who, you know, ladies, they like to have a little chat, don't they? So she likes to have a little chat to me as I'm chatting to you, and it makes it a lot easier, I can tell you. She's also giving me a little dig in the back as I'm saying that. I'll have to have a word with Bruce actually, because he's got a way of actually recording the intercom. I don't know how he does that without actually having two cameras recording and syncing up and all that game. I meant to talk to him about that, but anyway. Oh, it's lovely through here with a bit of breeze through the vintage. Actually, we are climbing quite well, so it might cool down a bit. What we're getting now, 25 degrees centigrade, it's saying. And the Australian viewers will be saying that's not hot, but trust me, when you're used to riding in 14 in Blighty, it is. And please don't think I'm complaining, by the way. This is absolutely splendiferous. And what a road again. It's a belter. Bouillon on the signs, which is a good sign. Look at this lovely open area. And Mrs. Fly was just saying that that storm that we feared we were going to get earlier when we had the coffee break looks like it's been through here, because we had some damp parts of the road, but it's so warm it's already dried up again here, so I think we just timed it perfectly. Just have a little sneaky peek to the left before we hop over here. Looking good. And the mighty Goldwing powers away. All 6-cylinder sweetness of a 1800cc lump. Love the engine on this beast. I love this DCT gearbox. You're never in the wrong gear. It's just one less thing to think about, which is excellent. Don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but check out that cumulus cloud above, or ahead. Classic cumulus, that. Earlier on we could see them building into cumulonimbus, which are the things you don't want, because that's where storms lay. But that one may not form the head enough to give us a downpour. We'll see. I don't want to talk too soon, but so So far so good. Just had to turn the camera on to show you this amazing church here. Look at that, check out that spire. I've never seen anything quite like that. And again, I'd say Austria or somewhere like that is where you tend to get those. Yeah, if you like your churchy architecture, this is a tour for you. Back into Belgium. Now this, interestingly, is the province of Luxembourg, even though we are still in Belgium. I don't quite understand that, but when I did a bit of reading up about Luxembourg, turned out that it's been in many people's hands over the years. And over the years, Germany, France and Belgium have all nibbled bits away at it to what is the modern day Luxembourg, which is pretty much Luxembourg City and the immediate surroundings, and that's about it. And Luxembourg itself is only about the third the size of Yorkshire, and only 500,000 people live there. So fascinating place. I mean, for a whole country, you know, to have government and everything else, that's quite something, isn't it? Anyway, we're in Bouillon. We're not quite in Luxembourg yet, just in the province of it, in Belgium still. We need to stop somewhere and work out what next we're going to do on our sat-nav, so I'll let you know about that in a minute. Quite a view on our left. See if I can stand up and show you. Wow. Yeah, we're obviously at the top of the Ardennes. Just talking to Mrs. Fly there about the smell as we came through a shady part of the forest there. They've been doing some logging and it was damp on the road, and it just smelled amazing. And it was lovely and cool, but it was short-lived because we're back in the sunny stuff again. But once again, I'm not complaining, I promise. Took that one a little bit wide. It's more like the giant redwoods of California here than Belgium. So this is the approach into the town of Bouillon, which was our waypoint on our way heading to Luxembourg. And this is a really steep road. Again, you won't see it on the GoPro because it always flattens things out, but it's quite an approach. Looks like a river down there in the main part of the town, up the other side of the hill. Quite something. Wow, what an approach to a town. Brilliant. More fortifications on the top here. A lot of that going on. Some history here, which I know nothing about, I'm sad to say. Yeah, another cool place. Right, where are we going, folks? Looks like we're doing a town tour. Thank you, madame. Merci. Where's he taking us? Right, after a bit of nefarious manoeuvring, we've come to what can only be described as a very pleasant looking kebab shop. And it's on the river here in Bouillon. Here's another river, look. I just love rivers. Check this one out. How nice is that? Look, you got your own pedally swan thing down there if that's what you want. And just a lovely town, albeit there's a crying child behind me, which hopefully somebody can exterminate. All right, bike safely parked up. What is it then, kebabs?
I think it might be zero beer.
Oh yeah, that's good. We tried that in Spain, didn't we?
Zero beer. We had them in
Yeah, and they were good.
Spain, they were good.
What make were they? They were like Estrella Zero, weren't they?
No, the ones they were Heineken
in Spain. Where were we? Ronda.
Ronda.
Heineken with a G, yeah. Exactly. Hey, no one fancy a little assiette kebab?
I hope that's low-fat mayonnaise.
Does everyone like salt?
Fantastic. A little bit of salt, just a little. Let's give them a try first. So here we are, when in Belgium and all that.
And some chips.
I'll tell you what. They're onto something, aren't they?
They're good.
Mayo on chips.
You don't need salt in them.
You know we said we wanted one plate of chips.
Yeah.
You think he's done one for four? Or that's the normal size?
I think he's done a full.
Unbelievable. So our alcohol-free beer turned out to be, in my case, Fanta, and in your case, Sprite.
Yeah.
Oh well, chips made up for it.
Come on.
Bon appetito, folks.
There you go.
Okay, so when in Belgium, do what the Belgians do and all that. We enjoyed the mayonnaise situation, didn't we? But I think we've maybe a little bit overzealous
We defeated us.
on the mayo
We
front.
tried. I think we were looking after our waistlines and just eating chips.
All right, next then on the agenda, Nerf Chateau.
Yeah.
About it should be another green ride. It's about
Belgium.
30 minutes away, something like that.
3 minutes away, and then we can recalculate our hotel, which is in where is it? Luxembourg.
It's in Luxembourg City.
Luxembourg City.
All right, we'll see you on the bike in a minute. All right, so we're back on the road again. That was Bouillon. Excellent little stop it turned out to be. There's a whole row of restaurants and stuff down by the river there, so if you ever find your way or yourself down this way, then there's plenty of options to stop there and have a little break. So now we're routing basically towards Luxembourg City, or just outside of where we're going to stay tonight for our next hotel. We're going via a place called Nerf Chateau, which will hopefully mean that we stay in some of these nice green and twisty roads on the way rather than just hitting the motorway. So let's see what this final leg of today brings. Alright, slight change of plan due to the fact that we had a little bit of a sat-nav cock up, not this time the Honda I have to say, but anyway, we're going to go a bit more direct to our hotel now, so I think it's going to be on major roads probably, so probably not a lot to see for this final leg. So if there is, I'll switch the camera on, but if not, we'll see you at the hotel and see what sort of a combo we've got this time. Let's hope it's as good as last night. Actually, there's a main road just to back to our hotel on. This one's pretty good actually. It's you know, it's nice and fast, there's not much traffic. If it's like this all the way back, then we'll be laughing. So just making our way out of a quick comfort break, almost into Luxembourg. We've got about 2 miles I think till the border, so hopefully we'll get to see that and celebrate our 4th country in 2 days. But just check out the size of the wind turbines they have here. I thought we had big ones in the UK, but those are monsters. I imagine the GoPro once again will shrink it, but these things are absolutely massive, but pretty cool. I think if you're going to blight the landscape with them, then stick them by a big road. Why not? Anyway, Luxembourg soon. There we go, Luxembourg. I hope I managed to get the camera on in time. We just passed the Luxembourg border, so we are now officially in Luxembourg, our 4th country in 4 days, and I have to say it's the first time I've ever been in Luxembourg. I've been fortunate enough to be in lots of European countries, quite a few. There's not many I haven't done over the years, and this is one of the remaining ones, so it's quite exciting for me. Right, we're off again. Little bit of a problem there. I think Ian left his keys in his top box, so quickly whip those out. Back onto the motorway again. Hopefully there were no cameras that saw us go into that lane for taxis. Anyway. Right, so Luxembourg, there we are. This is what Luxembourg looks like. Oh, and there's a rainbow over the wind turbine as well. Look at that. Fantastic. Anyway, we won't get too excited because this motorway, according to Google Maps, is about to get quite busy, so we're going to turn off it soon and just cut off the motorway and approach our hotel from a non-motorway route. So looking forward to seeing what it's like. Alright, so we've come off the motorway now, and we've just got our first little spots of rain. Actually, there might be a little bit on the camera. Let's give you a clean just in case, but not much really, not enough to stop and put waterproofs on anyway. And just thinking about what my first impressions of Luxembourg, now I've ridden all of sort of 5 miles into it, and I have to say, what a clean and organised place. Look at it, it's absolutely perfect. It's like if Star Trek did Europe, this is how it would be. The roads are smooth, beautifully manicured fields and trees look absolutely splendid. So tomorrow's plan is basically we're going to just spend the day touring Luxembourg. It won't take too long because, as I said earlier, it's only about 1/3 of the size of Yorkshire. So I'm not sure how it compares with, say, the Isle of Wight, but I think it's probably a little bit bigger, but not by much. Certainly you can do it north to south in a day, no problems at all. But it's known for its castles and chateaux and its picturesque roads. So we aim to discover a few of those tomorrow. So that's the plan, and then we're going to come back to our hotel. We're at the same hotel tomorrow night. We're basing ourselves there for a couple of nights, and we're going to go and check out the old town in Luxembourg City on a Friday night to see what goes down there. So, as our old mate Ken would say, what's not to like? Hello Ken, if you're watching. As we come into our first Luxembourgian town. How clean and tidy is that? Well folks, what can I say? Welcome to lovely Luxembourg. It's absolutely beautiful around here. It's obviously been raining earlier today because the roads are pretty wet, but it's not actually raining at this moment. It smells absolutely beautiful. Much fresher now. It's the air temperature is still saying 22, but it's a much more comfortable ride now. We've only got about 10k I think to our hotel now. And, thanks to coming off the motorway, it's a glorious 10k ride by the looks of it. It's just coming up to 7 p.m. now, and the light is just beautiful. It's that golden hour time of evening, the time to take photographs. Unfortunately, there's not really anywhere to stop and take pictures here, but cracking time of day to ride. Although my stomach's telling me it's also a cracking time of day to eat. It's time for supper. We need to find ourselves something good. Well, so far I'm liking Luxembourg very much. It's seems to be very clean and tidy, organised, beautiful place. It's kind of rush hour on a Thursday evening now, so it's a bit busy as we're heading quite close to Luxembourg town itself, or city I should say, the capital obviously. Our hotel is just a smidge outside. Let's hope the traffic lights don't stay red as the ones in Belgium do. Alright folks, we've made it to our home for 2 nights, the Park Hotel. Well, it's quite vast. There's going to be enough here to keep us entertained for a couple of nights. Right, now we just need to find somewhere semi-reasonable to park the bikes. So, welcome to the Park Hotel. Looks very nice. This is the room here. We've got, well, bog standard hotel room. We've already trashed it. We've literally been in it 1 minute. Can't show you the bathroom yet because Mrs. Flower is in there. But maybe I'll show you that in a minute, and we'll give you the details of the pricing once we're done, and we'll let you know what we think of the place as well. But right now I've got an appointment with the beer.